One of the main things that I actually do regret not doing earlier in my life is purchasing land in Mexico. Not many of us know that we're gonna get deported at a certain time, and you're gonna be deported sooner or later. I highly suggest that you invest or start looking into purchasing land in Mexico. Now, the way I regret it is because if I would have purchased land 10 plus years ago, and once I got deported, at least I would have had something to go to, something that I had already maybe started to build, something that maybe I could have flipped, because land prices do go higher, but I was financially capable of, purchasing land, but because of my lack of education that I had in that field, I didn't really take that risk. For example, now in TJ, the lands out in the outskirts, you're looking around a $30,000 piece of land. You're looking about 10 by 20. So, I mean, it's a fair size, and the monthly payments sometimes can be as low as $200 per month. Down payment, getting about $1,500 down payment. If I would have done that 10 years ago or more, I mean, once I hit Mexico after being deported, I'm not saying I would have been better off, you know what I mean? But at least I would have had a better head start, Commercial property, all right? Now, I'm not talking about commercial property as in the big scale, like, for example, Walmart or Target big scales. I'm talking about, like, the same size plot of land that you would get for, like, a residential, like, for example, a 10 by 20. Now, that's 10 by 20 is used throughout Mexico. Well, as far as Tijuana, I know in Tijuana, 10 by 20 is universal size. Honestly, one thing that I do truly regret besides not buying a land for property is investing in a commercial property. Okay, now what a lot of people do here in Mexico, they have about 2 to 4 locales at the bottom, and then they build an apartment or apartments on the top. Okay, or they go all the way out and get more locales. The source of income, the type of income or revenue that you can get from this type of locales on average, depends on the colonia that you put it at, is about 5,000 pesos per local, which is $250. So if say I would invest in that much back in the day, 10 years ago, I would have invested in a commercial property just to have at least 4 locales at the bottom and an apartment at the top. I would roughly be bringing at least 15,000 pesos every single month. Income, that's $750 per month. It may not be significant, but hey, say $150 in my bank account right now wouldn't sound that bad, So this is where passive income that, I should have learned a little bit more. I should have actually invested a little bit more. I should have paid more attention, And again, a lot of family that I have in Mexico will tell me, hey, manda dinero para acá para que te construyamos un local o una casa, algo así, So my family, my aunts, my uncles would tell me, hey, send the money over here. We can go ahead and build your house or get some type of commercial property going on for you. So when the event that you do get deported or the event that you actually want to come back to Mexico, at least you have some type of income to fall on, Now, I'm not looking at as the get rich overnight. I'm thinking about, like, for example, when I mean invest in commercial property is something for you to actually fall back on. Worst case scenario, you have to move back to Mexico for whatever reason, whether it's deportation or not, at least you have some type of income coming in. You know what I mean? Again, the margin may not be that much, or it may not be too appealing for you, but 15,000 pesos per month in Mexico, it's somewhat of an okay income, So, I mean, imagine you have that as a passive income, plus your regular job income. No one's going to give you 15,000 pesos per month every single month. You know what I mean? So this is where I went wrong. It's not investing in a commercial property, But hey, it is what it is, and we keep moving and we keep learning. You know what I mean? Last but not least, right? Mexican documents. If I had an advice to give you guys, is I would suggest you get 3 things. Okay, 1, start with the CURP. It's available online. Okay, all you need to know is your full name, your parents' first and last name, and their date of birth and the place of birth as well. Also your place of birth and your date of birth, and you get your CURP. Second thing, as I would suggest, is also because it's online, it's very easy to get, is your birth certificate. I suggest you get that online, okay, way before you even come to Mexico. And 3, is if you have a Mexican consulate in your area, I highly recommend and suggest you go for and get your Matricula Mexicana. Okay, go down to your local Mexican consulate and get your federal identification card. Now, these 3 documents will definitely help you out a lot when you move into Mexico, because again, if you already have those 3 documents with you, you can speed up the process as far as, getting, place of apartment, getting your employment, etc. My federal identification card, that took me about 3 months to get it. Depending on the time of the year that you actually go for your federal identification card, it may take several months for you to get it. Here, because the systems are so saturated, sometimes it can take months to get an appointment. So you're looking at about 3 to 4 months to get an appointment, plus an extra 2 or 3 months just for you to get your identification card. So those are 3 things that I wish I could have done a little different before getting deported. Well, there you guys have it, guys. Those are 3 things that I wish I would have done sooner before being deported. Now, I hope this video was actually helpful to someone in some way, somehow. And if you want to go and support this channel, don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell so you guys can be notified every time I post another video. And until then, I thank you guys once again, and I'll see you guys next week on the next video. All right, take care, everybody.